Hello again and welcome back to another episode of my Feed the Beast Let's Play. As always, this is Vralka, and first off, today we are going to do most of the stuff we need to get up a world download. Basically, I want to sort out my storage because it's a bit of a mess. I've got unlabeled chests, I've got stuff downstairs in barrels, but first off, we're going to take the first step in starting a bit of railcraft and Steve's carts. Primarily with this fabricator, because Zycraft have released a few new items, one of them being this fabricator. It's absolutely brilliant. So one thing we're going to need is engineering bricks, so I've got that. I need a piece of redstone. I'm going to need to put these away. I'm going to need a single bit of iron. I'm going to need 3 bits of stone and a crafting table. So we'll do that. Crafting table, good. Just pop down 3 bits of stone. That's 2. I hit it 3 times, but it only gave me not enough. So, I don't think we're going to be doing storage on this level. I have got a bit of a plan for doing it downstairs, but we'll see how it goes. So we start up there. You. Light engineering bricks. You there. Fabricator. Brilliant. Now, the reason I wanted this fabricator is, well, because we need a iron tank valve. Break this, and don't worry about losing it. It's all stored in that middle bottom block, I've been told. There you go. So it's still filled up there. Now, fabricator will pull from an adjacent inventory, and I have been told that it can refill things like glass bottles when you put liquid in them. So that takes out some liquid, and I've been told that if I use one of them to make items, it'll actually refill this stuff. So if we go to the uses of creosote and we have this guy, the wooden tile, click the question mark, puts in slabs, and it'll make wooden ties which are necessary for the rails. And then if I put in 12 of them and then put them there, oh no, apparently it just uses it. Right, is it buckets that it refills? Might be that it just can't refill smaller things. How about there? No? That's peculiar. I was told that they could refill themselves. Maybe it's only from the Zycraft tanks. That's something we might try. If we replace this guy with a Zycraft tank. Okay, so we'll try that later, but now what I want to do is gather some resources for setting up what I want to do with the storage room downstairs. So I'll check you all in a second. I've done a little bit of work and I've moved most of my barrels down here and most of the stuff with it, and I'm just going to place the ender chest here, and now we've got the same setup. Items, inventory empty, send out redstone signal. So now we have exactly the same setup as we had before, in terms of this. So I've got my ender chest, as whenever there's an item in here it turns this off, so then the timer pulses, sets the filter going, and the filter pumps everything into the nearest available inventory slot. As you can see here, I have now 3 of those barrels. It's rather more compact than upstairs because I have actually got a plan for just upstairs, actually. So if we just go here, I'm going to turn this into my tank level. Now, I've already done a bit of planning out, and it looks like I can get 8 tanks in here really nice and spaced out. And that shouldn't really be an issue, because I don't think I'm going to store many more than 8 tanks of stuff. Like, it's really over the top if I do. So, we'll try and limit it. I plan on these tanks being very visible. I know it takes more material, and it's going to take a lot of glass panes, but if I can make all of these really visible, it just has a nicer feel to it, and considering sand isn't exactly hard to get, I feel like I'm due a little bit of a nice look. And I'm building on a mountain, or volcano even, which is quite fun. So I will go with that. Right now I'm going to be using the iron tanks from Railcraft, I believe it is. Or is it Traincraft? I keep getting them mixed up. Let me know if you know. But I believe they can store liquid in a much more dense fashion, while the Cya'll tanks have the ability to store more, and they're much more variable in their sizings, and they're a little more useful for interaction with other tanks. I don't need them for that, so I'm going to do these guys, even though they're much more resource intensive. Each of these blocks takes iron. You have to roll 4 iron into 4 steel plates, and then 4 steel plates make 4 iron tank walls. Oh, wow, okay, now that I think of it like that, it's really not very resource intensive. Each of these blocks takes a single iron ingot. Wow. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think I've done the maths right. Or is it 4 makes a stack? No. No, because I've got a stack of these. Right, yeah, so it is. Actually, each of these only costs a single iron ingot. Now I realise that Cya'll tanks are pretty much infinitely cheap, given that I can make them out of cobblestone. And in fact, I have made one of my tanks, one Cya'll tank already, just outside. And you've seen me use the Cya'll tank for the liquid DNA that we've got at the bees. Again, that's because I needed a much more versatile shape, and this provided it to me. So I'm gonna time-lapse this a little bit and get back down with you downstairs. I will explain to you what I had a plan to do with these barrels, and then a further plan for a few more little nifty tricks I think I could work otherwise. So we'll just go put away some of this stuff. So the whole idea is right on the bottom I'd have base materials that I'm not particularly interested in. I've got dirt, 2 barrels of cobble, some stone, gravel, sand, netherrack, basalt, cobblestone, basalt and marble. And then on the next row I was going to have building materials that I use regularly. So that would be some of the stone bricks. The maize stone and cracked brick I don't use very often, but I hope to use more of. Actually no, we're just going to... no, we'll store that up there. Because again I don't really need it, so I might generate some that I don't want, yada yada yada. But stone, mossy cobble, marble and basalt brick are things I want to use a lot more of in the future. Oh, 14 stacks dead. Good, and they're all going down. Sweet. Right, so what I wanted to do next is I'm going to decide on some materials I want to have stored up at the top, which are things that I want to display or I need quite regularly, and I don't want to keep in my project table. For instance, things I will keep in my project table are things like what am I talking about? I'm losing my train of thought. Things I keep in my project table being things like Electrum. There you go, that's a good example. Electrum is in my project table because We don't really need it unless I'm going to be crafting something, and I'm probably going to craft those things in large quantities. So yeah, we're going to put that there. Iron, gold, no we're not. We're going to put steel next to iron, gold, and tin. And then here I'm going to put, oh, I've got redstone just here that I want to put in. And then it's probably going to be ruby, green sapphire, sapphire, and diamond that we're now going to go get. Because while I haven't got a lot of them, they're quite commonly used, so I might as well take them now. And then, because as you can see, I've got a few stacks of these things like that, and I'm gonna 6, 7. Right. Now I wonder, do I need to compress this to make it into the coal ball? Yes. Coal ball? What am I talking about? I need to compress it to make it into lapis blocks. Take out the uranium. Right then. While that's compressing... Oh no, don't go there. Whew. I'll just be down here. So we'll go red, green, blue. Diamonds! I have so few diamonds, I really need to set my turtles up and running again. So I will do that in a second. But now that we've got these set up, I'm going to put wood in here. That's a good shout. I've got lots of certain woods, so I'm going to put them in. And yeah, they're going to be ones that I build with. They're also going to be ones that I craft with. So woods that I've got lots of. Got them. Oh, for those of you that don't know, Control-Shift will move every one of those types into your inventory. That's pretty useful to know. I think I used the canopy trees as well. So those are the types of wood that I have most of. So we'll store them in barrels and use them for crafting. And again, those might shift around as I gain more or fewer resources, but you know, we'll keep them going. I'll do that. There we go. So now these barrels are filled up, they are going to come around the corner, and we're going to have more barrels here of less useful things, but still pretty useful. I'm going to find something to do with this corner, and then we're going to move on to the boost to resistance of this journey. Oh, I'm burning blaze rods now. Cool. I'll turn these guys back on. I've had my sound really low down for a while. You can probably hear them just about now, but yeah. I've also been working on my moistener because I want to try and get in some forestry farms pretty soon. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the redstone in there, which will take a while because I've got more than an inventory of it. I'm going to put some more barrels here, and then I will meet you when we are ready to start with the next bit of the storage system which I want to get done. So we have now slightly expanded this place. I'm going to put the copper back, come on, there you go. I've put more in now. They've got the Zirconium blocks of corresponding types, and I believe I did take that from there. There we go. But now I've also got this guy, sorting machine. Now as you can see, I can put different slots and different colours. That's because some things I'm just going to want to put in chests and nothing else. But I'm also going to want to be able to void things. So here I've got a filter that should eject into this void pipe. Fingers crossed it will, because this end here is actually a pneumatic tube exit. But here we go. So that's yellow now. And if I say I want to send wood there, and I want that yellow. Now because I've filled this all up with sticks and things, that should go here to yellow, and hopefully I should have that voided. Put one in there. That goes. It's going to go around the system, although not, because this guy's not hooked up. Something very clever about the sorting machine and its requirement for electricity. Oh, it's gone. So where has it gone? Okay. Well, anyway, we'll get on. Should suck up there. Goes through that all the way back here and should turn up there. Okay, that's still not got power. So I realised I was being really quite silly about it. There was a very simple solution. I just have this filter here with everything that I want to destroy if I've got too many of them. So dirt, I don't need more than 64 stacks ever, no matter what anyone says. I doubt I will ever need that. And gravel and cobblestone. So once I've got those, this filter will suck them up and the pipe will come down here and it'll see a more attractive option than any chest here, which is this filter. Now the filter will only accept cobblestone, dirt and gravel in any quantity. So it could come in a stack, it could come in one, but then what happens is it just sends it straight out there. Now I need one more of them. So we do that. Oh, I've put a mini block up there, okay. And we just make them covers. Oh, dearie me. Okay, we need a new one of them. Anyway, now that I have that set up there, all I have to do is right click and I can interact with whatever I want to destroy. And next is we're gonna have some fun with these guys, advanced clay golems. Now to start with, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that there, okay? Because what these guys are gonna do is I'm gonna set them up to interact with this load of ender chests, which I'm gonna put down here. I'm gonna put my ender chests here for wherever they may go. I'm gonna put the first one there, and this ender chest is going to be my chest for macerating things. So we put him on. Oh, first of all, we give him a chest he can interact with. So now he can interact with any chest yellow marked. We're going to make that. So we're going to say you. Oh, that brain on top's really creepy. Mwahaha. Oh dear. Any amount from white. I want him to keep silver ore in his chest, iron ore, tin ore, lead, and then there will be two more ores that we can fit for this guy. God, that's really creepy. And he says Maha. Oh, what golem uprising? That's amazing. What? Let me guess, you want me to care? Yes, I do. Don't worry, I'm... Oh, he's so plotting something. Why don't I take a lap? Oh dear. Oh, guys, this is creepy. Right, anyway. Oh, no, I don't want you. Oh, no. Right. So, the issue is, of course, I can't open this chest, but golems can open chests. I'm going to go quickly get another, I'm going to go get my wand, because these guys are freaking me out. Let's go up again, quickly. Okay. Right. So, these smart golems are really smart and they're going to kill me one day. But, for now, I'm going to get them to sort out my stuff. So first step is red power will extract anything from my sort chest, which is going to be brown, yellow, brown. And then dump it into here. If in any of these slots I've said I want to display it, it'll get displayed. Why does that stick out? Okay, so I have back them. Good. So any iron ore or whatever that goes into there should work. So just as a quick test, we'll put silver ore and iron ore and lead ore into that. So they're being pulled out. We can see them going round in their stacks. And then hopefully... Okay, these are going to go round for a while because that's going to take it upstairs in my quarry chest, which is going to filter it back into that chest. But anyway, later we can change the code on it to whatever we want to macerate. So that's that step there. So they all miss this filter because they don't want to be filtered, and they go into there. And then bam, he's just gone and put them straight into that chest. And the advantage is, of course, what I'll do is I will make all of these white chests, and then it won't matter which chest they go into, so they can overflow a bit if you like. So what I'm now doing is I'm going to put these hollow covers on, because I don't like well, I quite like seeing the pipe, it's quite pretty, but I think having those covers looks really cool, because then once I've done this as well, oh, I wish I had another I can make another cover. I can make lots of covers. So, because we've now got hollow covers, see that? This pipe just sort of appears and then goes again. And it goes into these holes here, which will be filled. So I'll put chests in places. So yeah, chests and things will go there. I'll put them down, because then I will put all of the necessary marker blocks so that I can show these guys where to go. I'm actually going to take you out because you creep me out slightly. But then I will have them set up. That's going to be nice and easy, so I'll be back in a very small second for you when I have what I need to put in these chests. So I thought I'd finish this episode by showing you what I've got here, guys. I've got my 2 now clay smart golems, each sending things various places upstairs. The orange, because orange is the hotter colour, gets sent straight to the smelter, so everything that goes in there gets instantly pumped out into the infernal furnaces, and anything that goes in the yellow, because that's colder but it's still pretty hot, that all gets pumped to the pulverizers, so lead, and I'm going to have a whole load of ore like that. There are more than 6 things that I need to send to that, so we'll set that up as required. This guy at the moment only has stuff to send to smelt. Basically what I have on me, of course there are things like cinnabar ore and other bits and bobs that just get smelted straight away, but we'll leave that for now. So yeah, I put in all these chests, they're beautiful, I've got my simple system there. Now what we need to do is we're going to set stone golem workers to fill the blue chest, cyan, sorry, is that cyan? Yep, to fill the cyan chest with anything. So no, I don't want to talk to you. So you, Master, should I move everything from this container or something specific? So I want cyan. There we go. And I want them to move everything. There you go. Basically this chest here, the gold chest, is one that I can access. And these golems are set to take out of any marked inventory, which means they can also remove from the gold chest if something is mistakenly put in there. And then these guys will just move things into the gold chest, so that I can see them if necessary. Now you might be thinking, why do I have this gold chest then? But basically it's going to be a buffer, because there will be, to start with, an incredible amount of stuff that does just get put in here that I can't deal with right now. And then this chest is going to fill up, so I'm going to take things out of here as soon as I can, store them in the correct places, or make somewhere to store them and things, and then it'll all get set up to this. So yeah, what we're now going to do is go upstairs and finish off the tanks. I'm going to make all of the tanks this tall, and they're going to have 2 valves on the outer face. On these corner ones they're going to have 2 valves, both at the bottom. But for now we'll just get these set up. I'm going to time lapse this again and be back with you in a second. guys, here it is, the end of the episode. I just thought, hey, we've now got the tank sorted. Next time we going probably to steal some of this oil, because there is a lot around, and we're going to start designating what the tanks are going to be for, start thinking about how we can fill them up, and then get the last few little bits sorted before I put the world download up, which will hopefully be by the end of next episode. So we have got a load done this episode. As you can see here, I've got my for smelting and for macerating set up now. So these just pump straight out as needed. And as you can see, the smelting is the hot red, orange, red, and then that's that. Sweet. So realistically, there isn't much more to say. How are these guys doing? I have turned them off. Yeah, they're now almost full. I have turned them off because I'm generating too much power now. It's a bit awkward, but I will hopefully get an MFSU soon, and so that won't be a big issue. So without further ado, I really do thank you all for watching. As always, please make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe, because it really helps me out and I love to interact with you guys. Fingers crossed, some content on the LiveWire server will be coming out really soon. So that's basically it now. As always, thank you very much for watching. This is Vralka saying ta-ta for now.